Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is actually for Mr Sloth. This is actually Mr Sloth's first ever VOD review, and they are Gold 1. Well, it's a Gold 1 lobby basically. I'm still relatively new to comp, around 10 hours played, and I initially placed Pat 4, but I've fallen to Gold 1. I feel as though I struggle generally with my beam management, valks, and positioning, as well as my game sense, but I feel as though this comes if I play more comp. I feel as though most of my loose streaks come from throwers and enemy smurfs since it's Gold. Okay, first of all, Mr Sloth, I'm going to be honest, if you're brand new to comp, first of all, welcome. Hope you're enjoying it. If you're not, then you've already experienced what comp is like, basically. But I feel as though you've said a lot to me there. You said a lot of like general things, okay? I want to, in this mod, look at one or maybe two things, okay? Because what happens is, with a lot of new players, they might just take in, like, you know, they can see a load of different information and just get really, really overwhelmed, okay? I want to really go into this VOD, look at maybe the worst thing that you're doing right now, and work on improving that. And then in the future, we can then look at improving other things, okay? So I think I'll start looking at the VOD, and I'll see how it ends up happening. It is completely normal as well for you to drop from, like, Plat 4 to Gold 1 within, like, your first couple of cards. Like, for example, when I first started playing, I think I placed, like, mid-gold, and then throughout that season, I dropped to silver, just purely because I didn't really know too much about the game, and I wasn't, you know, of gold quality and stuff. So don't, like, you know, like, defer you or, like, you know, make stuff, like, feel really bad. It's just the game trying to place you whereabouts you should be. And then once, you know, it's happened a bit, then what's it called? It's a huge learning curve, exactly. Like, the game, there's a lot to learn with this game. And also, yeah, combat feels always a lot more structured than quick play as well, which it's still the same game, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot more structured what happens in comp. But yeah, by the way, as well, you guys can get your own VOD reviews. Leave for 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. They are completely for free. I do them on my Twitch. All you have to do is essentially just come, either like come say hello to my lovely community onto my Twitch, or you can, you know, just lurk. It's completely up to you guys. Earn that 5k channel points, and then I do them on Mondays, and all you have to do is basically just redeem the channel point redeem, and then I will gladly do it on stream, and then they'll go up onto YouTube afterwards. Now, we have Sigrun on. Yeah, you. I'm sorry, Mr Sloth. This is my least favorite skin in the entire world. Everyone obviously knows my opinions on skinny Sigrun. I'm just gonna get into the VOD. I have nothing else to say about this skin because I feel as though what's called. I feel as though I've already voiced my opinions on Sigrun many of times at this point. It's just going to tire people out. But yeah, looking at the comp, by the way, we don't actually have a great Mercy comp, I'm going to be honest, because we have Genji, we have Hanzo. Now, Hanzo has a one-shot, which essentially means he could just, what's called, like, one-shot, like, people with his arrows and stuff. Genji is good. The only issue with you know, like playing a main blue being a Genji is you need to be able to have movement to keep up with him, and if you're quite new to the game it might be a little bit of a struggle, but I'm gonna look to see how you do. Obviously Anna's really good to damage boost, and obviously she can keep up Ryan really, really well as well. So yeah, so we're just gonna get into it, and we're just gonna kind of look to see what, you know, what you end up doing. I love this Genji as well, already asking for the pocket, like jumping in front of you. We'll get going into it. So loving the damage boost already onto Genji, really nice. Loving this positioning already. Really nice. Okay. Love it already. Oh, I'm on PC? Okay, that's... It doesn't really matter too much, Mr Sloth, because I feel as though there isn't too much of a difference with the VODs that I see. I love your positioning so far. I love how, like, you're GAing, and then you're just using that little beam linger to play around cover. Really, really good habit that you've got into already so far. My only thing is this kind of mini G that you kind of do here. I'd rather that would have been like a J maybe onto like this high ground or something instead. Keep going. Nice. Love how you know, destroying the barriers. Love your positioning right now. Nice res. Once again, lovely use of cover as we're doing the res. Nice. I would have gone in to go and help your Ryan a little bit here. The reason is because your Honor is like very kind of like far back right now. Obviously the Ryan's gonna like block some of the healing with like the payload and stuff. All you have to do here is just kind of like walk forward, get your beam on, and then just kind of like just J yourself back a little bit here, just to make sure that you're still, you know, helping like keep him up and stuff. Nice. I feel as though that was definitely meant to be a J up. Love how you recorrect that position though. We should definitely be looking to back out a little bit more here now, or like maybe going up onto the high grounds and stuff, just so we're what's called, we're out of range of like this hog and stuff. We don't end up like randomly getting hooked. Love that. I would have made that a crouched GA instead, because obviously you know the Genji's going to be like wanting to come back. If you do a crouched GA, you can get yourself up like onto his high grounds. Nice. Once again, we should still be like looking to back out right now. Can you see how we're making ourselves a target right now? Because what ends up happening is, you know, like, your team are here, and you, especially with your beam, have made it very, very obvious that you are here, okay? We should definitely have backed out at some point a little bit sooner. Either made it up onto a high ground, you know, like you were using before, or even just, like, back to your team, basically. Because right now, you're, what I was considered frontlining, because you're making yourself such a big, hey, look, I'm here, kind of thing, like, with your beam, basically. Alright, but we keep going. We do end up rotating out now, which is completely fine. Love how you go to go and heal your honor. Love the damage boost. Love the heals. Can't even about that, but you can res it. Lovely ping. Lovely. Such a good position with your res. Nice. Love the damage boost onto the arrows and stuff. Nice. Backing out. Okay. Loved all this. I loved all this, Mr. Sloth. I feel as though this is great. I feel as though, how long have you played the game for in general? Because I know obviously you've not played too much comp. How long have you played the game for? I'm really intrigued. Because this is really, really good gameplay, Mr. Sloth, okay? I loved all of this. I loved how you pinged the res. I love how you used as much physical cover as you could. Really, really lovely. Like 150 hours and 50 hours of Mercy. Wait, you started in Season 6? That is insane. Mr. Sloth, you are already, like, really, really good so far. Like, that, like, sorry, let's take me as a bit of a shock, because normally, like, people take a lot of time to, like, learn the characters and stuff like that. I have a GM, Mercy friend, who's helping me. It is very obvious. Like, look at all this, especially with, like, how you're moving and how you're positioning. Insane. It's real, like, play comp more. Mr. Sloth, just play comp more. Like, you will start climbing some more if you what's called. If you do more, okay? Now, this comes on to kind of like what I was going to say here. Let me just quickly rewind it, because I want to kind of like show you what happens. So you go for this res. Love this res. This res was really, really great. Really, really nice, okay? So you get your beam onto the Rhine, obviously he falls. Right, it's this bit in a second. You use your Hanzo to get out, which is completely fine. However, you only use your GA just to get out. I want you to try and use this GA, you know, to obviously help the Hanzo, but then use it to go and get in to help, still keep helping your Genji, because your Genji is currently, like, keeping this contest alive, and he's still, like, you know, getting a lot of, like, damage in. He's still doing a lot, basically. If you are able to use your GA to not only help somewhat, like, you know, you want to try and kind of use your GA to be able, like, to help as many people as possible. I'll show you in a second what I mean, right? So, see, help Genji, which is, like, completely fine. It's this bit, right? We could have made that a GA bunny hop, or maybe a GA slingshot by being a bit further back, and then be already back to help our Genji, okay? Because what ends up happening is you end up kind of doing a dum-de-dum, helping him, oh, and then Genji dies, okay? We should have definitely used this as either like maybe a GA bunny hop, or maybe made this just a GA, and then go and help the Genji, basically, because obviously he's the one that's contesting, he's the one that's doing a lot. So trying to incorporate bunny hops, they're so good. Like, if you get more used to doing them some more, it'll be really, really great. Fortunate, nice escape back. Really, really nice. Love your positioning. Love how you just stay in here as well. Really, really nice. Now, obviously, you just wait for what's it called, your team to get back, which is completely fine. This Valk is way too early. I understand the Valk. I know why you're doing the Valk, Mr. Sloth, but you're doing it too early, okay? I'm going to replay it, and I'm going to tell you when I'm going to Valk. Because you're popping it when your team haven't already engaged. If you have the risk, basically, of if you pop the Valk too early, that the enemy team will just back out and be like, okay, she's used Valk, let's just wait a second and, you know, just, like, make them, you know, like, do stuff kind of thing, okay? I'll tell you when I want you to Valk. Once again, Valk is a bit of, like, a game-sensitive kind of thing for, like, timings and stuff. Because you kind of like learn like with time when's a really good time. Okay. I'd pop it about now. Because what, or maybe, I don't know whether I would even pop it now. Like, the reason why I pop it now is obviously to avoid the Torble, as well as, you know, still like try and help our Genji. Nice. Lovely damage boost once again here. I think you could have actually maybe got away without using the Valk here. Maybe even popped it like here, for example. But I understand why you've popped Valk. I will be honest. Really, really great. Lovely heals here. Ooh. That's once again, that is another game sense kind of thing. Where it's like, you knowing that the Genji wants to blade. Unfortunately, this is gold and people will just pop 4 ults at once, which is essentially what your team have just done. So it's obviously not for you to know that, you know, he was going to use it. But just obviously be really cautious if the Genji like has his blade and stuff, that he'll just go for it and stuff. So just make sure they have that GA ready for him. But love how you're following up on it now. Really, really nice. Lovely damage boost here. Same thing again, I'll be looking to help your Ryan a little bit sooner here. Because right now, who's left? You have Mercy, who's in Valk. We have Echo, who was like in the air, and we have Hog. Okay, Genji is looking here. Is Genji at this distance going to be able to do anything to Echo? No, he's also not going to be able to do anything to Mercy either. Okay, so now we have to think to ourselves, okay, how can we be productive? How could we be like active kind of thing? That would be coming down onto this payload and helping keep up your Rhine with this whole Hog. Okay, we should have definitely peeled for him a little bit more and gone to go and help him. All right, we'll keep going. You get the res off now. Very, very nice. Love to use the payload of Simple there. Just oh, okay, go on. Fair enough. Push up here. Like, you don't need to be on this payload right now. I would rather you pushed up here and tried to get some pick-offs, because this will make their recon test really, like, hard for them, basically. So just push up here, right? You have Hanzo here, can, you know, like, peel for the honor and obviously, you know, help push if you desperately need to. Just push up here. All you have to do is, like, just, like, play crouch, like, on this bridge, basically, like this. And just keep damage boosting your, what's it called? You can just keep on damage boosting your Genji. At television, didn't realize honor was on, my brain's tired. Big piece of advice I can give to you. Do not touch the payload as Mercy. Never. Like, yes, it might be cute, you know, oh yeah, I'm a payload princess kind of thing, okay? You will get so much better value and so much more value if you push with your team. How come? Because you, like, usually for the majority of the time, when you play with Mercy, you'll have like an Honor, you'll have a Bat, you'll have a Kiriko, okay? And they, unless if they are very, very aggressive, they like to play very back. They like to play in the back line. They'll, you know, they won't want to push up and try and get these pick-offs and stuff. They'll gladly spend their life on the payload. That's what I would do if I play Honor. I would vibe on the payload. I'm like, yep, you know. But as Mercy, we can get so much more done, because what will happen is our DPS and our tanks will start pushing forward at the end of team fights, as per example, and they'll be looking for these picks. Now, if we damage boost, like our Genji, if we damage boost our Rhine, it will get more damage onto these guys and actually maybe get them picked off. If we get a pick off now, this will make their next recon test so much harder, okay? So I would definitely be, what's it called? I would definitely be pushed up with these guys, damage boosting them, okay? Whenever I play, you will see it very frequently that unless if my team is on the payload, I will never, ever be on it, because that's other people's job, you know? But we'll keep going. Even now we could be damage boosting on Hanzo, by the way. Just, you know, even if, yes, Hanzo has a one shot, we can still be damage boosting him, especially if he's like shooting at the Hog and stuff. Same thing again, our Ryan's like really healthy right now, and Honor's gonna have LOS of him right now. I would do maybe like a GA a little bit more forward and like play around here just to help this Genji out a little bit more. Nice, obviously end up backing off a little bit here. Push up some more here. Like, just damage boost these Reinhardt swings and stuff. Nice. I go back to Genji now. Feels like it's a bit of a map knowledge kind of thing, okay? Remember, like, so I love how you know, you like use these high grounds and stuff. What happens is Ryan goes and pins him. I want you now to, what's it called? To be looking to go with your Genji. If you go with your Genji, then you can, what's it called? You can push up. Now, this is 100% your Ryan's fault. Your Ryan is just pinned into 5 because Slayer, I guess. I don't know. Like, he just did a game sense is so bad, which honestly, for the amount of time that you play Mr Sloth, is not an issue. Like, you, what's it called? I love how, as well, I like how you back off here. I feel this is complete, like, the right decision. But yeah, like, what, you played the game for like 1 and a bit seasons now? Like that, like, you are not expected to know the game like in and out after like 1 season of the game. Absolutely not. Like, if it's what's called, it will take you time. And unfortunately, Game Sense, unless if you religiously go out and go and watch gameplay and religiously like learn about the game, it's just something that you'll just develop over time. And it's unfortunately something that you can't so much teach. It's more just happens over time kind of thing. We'll keep going. I would have been up to go and help this Genji with this blade, okay? I feel as though we were very tunnel vision on getting this res off, okay? Let's talk about it. So, I'm just helping Genji get out. That's completely fine. Next time, obviously onto Hanzo. Okay, he dies. You can't. I love how you don't go for this res because it's very out in the open. Love this decision making. Okay, really, really nice. I would have made this a GA kind of either up onto these high ground. Yeah, actually, I would have made this GA up onto this high ground or something. Because then we could do maybe a wall bounce or something to, or like just walk across here. The dragon becomes me, or like whatever. And then you can like go in and help assist it by like GA yourself up onto here basically. I feel as though we were very passive throughout this entire like fight basically going for this res, when I feel as though if you want to go for a res, look to see how our team's doing. If our team is like, what's it called? Why is he ulting on 1 HP? I don't even know how if he lost so much HP. Because he was like full HP. Let's watch him for a sec. Oh, we'll see what happens. That's fine, because you peel back for him. So he gets topped up by you again. So as he goes for the ult, he gets hit by a torp shot, which I think is because I think he's expecting you to be with him. I'm gonna be honest, because what's it called? He's like 200 HP, and then he like goes into obviously dash, because a lot of Genjis will like dash blade because it gets a dash reset, and then will like dash again and stuff. So I feel as though we should have like been pushed up with him basically. This is unfortunate that he has comms in this game. No, honestly, so true. Like, even in like GM and stuff, a lot of people don't have comms. And we push him. That's fine. While Ryan is nanoed, just push damage boost. Like, because he's obviously with nano you get a damage reduction as well. So just honestly push that damage boost some more. Nice. Oh, go on. Nice aim. Nice aim. I'd look to use your Ryan now to get back to either like the payload or like just kind of like some cover basically. Really good aim on the Kiri though, like obviously getting rid of her and stuff like that. But obviously as this Ryan's backing off, we want to try and get as far back as we can, just so, in case this Ryan shield breaks, we're not just like stood here kind of thing. So as soon as we can, try to just maybe do like a little like backwards like 180 GA. Just get ourselves behind the payload just so we have that little bit of extra cover, alright? It also means that we're going to be out of like hogs, like hook range if like we're using the payload and stuff, which is what we're doing now. Nice. Do you see when Ryan's using his abilities, like for example fire strikes and stuff like that? That's a really good thing I guess you can like learn with time, is when you see these animations, like stuff for example like Ryan's like fire strike that swings like raw. You also have hands with storm arrows where like his bow like glows like a bluey colour basically. So we can, what's it called? Try to push the damage boost on them, like little abilities, just to get some more in, basically. But that really, really great. I'm still learning Mercy tech, which is absolutely fine. Like, it'll definitely come with time. One thing I can say, though, to get, like, really... This is absolutely fine, by the way, you being on the payload, and then now you push up really, really great. I don't like this style. Okay, let me, I can't remember what I was saying before this. I'm gonna be honest. I've completely lost my train of thought. Okay, I love this. I love how you're playing it on the payload right now. I love how you go up to, what's it called, go and help. Okay. We do not need the bulk here. You are actually a huge advantage because we've just got rid of the Mercy, okay? All you have to do right now is just play like kind of lowish and like, you know, just like damage boost like your Hanzo, or just like, you know, damage boost someone basically. Maybe look into like to go and like try and help the Genji, but essentially you do not need to bulk this. Okay, I'm gonna play where I'd play. Okay, there's molten core. Okay, let's maybe like, you know, let's like rotate. Let's rotate over to here. Oh, by the way, the reason why I said go up here is because normally I'd rotate up here, but then obviously there's a top turret, so don't do that. But like, you know, go and rotate yourself to like somewhere safe. Go and rotate yourself like around here. Rotate yourself like around here or something, basically. Okay, so just what's it called? Rotate. Now, we end up focusing on this turret. Okay, you should never ever focus the turret. I start glocking it. Don't. There is absolutely no necessary need for you to do this. Okay, the way you avoid this torp turret. Just play under it. There is like literally, because if you're getting picked out by a torp turret, it's most likely your positioning that's wrong. Okay, so what you can do is, oh, I've got a torp turret. Okay, how can I correct my positioning? Let's go under, because then that means it gives, because obviously you're above all the Torb ultimate, but also we can we can help these guys, and then obviously Torb will start like maybe running at us and stuff, so we can like maybe just like do like a GA around basically, and then once again, obviously we're still really cautious about Torb turret, so we play up here, okay? If you can, especially when you're in Valk, try just to position yourself so you're out of the way. Alright? Now we end up blocking it. Do you see how blocking it means that our Genji ends up falling? Because our Genji was really weak, and obviously just ends up getting focused by the Torb, okay? I would rather, once again, we use that Valk to go and help these guys. So I'll play as you. I'm gonna play as you. I like all this, so I'm just gonna be you. Okay. So I've dropped down. I'm gonna do a rotation. Okay, I think I should pop Valk because my team is quite split. Let's pop Valk here. Oh, I'm gonna help Genji. And then obviously, you know, I can go damage boost these storm arrows in a second. We can go and help damage boost some more. So we did get the Glock out for him at the end. Nice res as well. But do you see how we could have corrected our positioning ever so slightly here? Just, and honestly, and that Torb turret will just stay there doing nothing. It won't do anything. So we could just, play that position. But we'll keep going. Obviously go back to the payload now, which is completely fine. I will keep going. Nice, lovely. I'll do it for your rhyme right there. Love the peel back though. Just unfortunate they use Kitsune Rush and Torble. Can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. Especially because your Rhino's again going off. But I love the peel back though, really, really great. I love your commitment as well with Genji in the beginning. Really, really nice. Mid-air snap.
Energy turret destroyed.
Reached the checkpoint.
I was wondering what happened. Sorry, I also just heard Roadhog grunt in my ear, which I didn't really want either. I was wondering what happened. Honestly, kind of huge. Because I was expecting you guys like to come in, like, you know, start fighting again. No, do not res. Do not res. Do not res. No. Okay? Reason, because you have just unlocked the new spawn points, the new beautiful spawn points over here. She will just res here. Like, she will just res. She will spawn here. She will spawn here. And then you can start, like, obviously, Honor will just go forward. Because right now, these guys are still really pushed up, because obviously you've just C9'd. So you'll have to, they'll have to, like, clear all these guys up, you know, beforehand, basically. So just don't res it, because it puts your res into a cooldown. We don't need to. But we'll keep going. Same thing with the... Do you see how Hanzo's arrow glows, that ready color, make sure the damage boost in them storm arrows. Nice. Love how you just do it a little like GA, like just let it play out. Really nice. 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 Obviously, you know, try to help with the extra follow-up on the blade. Still got with him. I would just, honestly, I would just GA forward and play, like, be aggressive with the Genji right now. Nice. Nice. That's good damage on the storm arrows. Really, really good. That's how you damage yourselves with the Hanzo. Obviously, him being like the most active right now. Really, really nice. Obviously, switch to Genji. Nice heals. Ryan. Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. I'm gonna quickly rewind it for a sec. This is completely what Ryan kind of say. Your Ryan just pins into 5 once again because it's like an absolute maniac. Like you cannot keep him up there. Even if like you were with him, you could not keep him up. Now, it's this bit. I needed you, even if like you just did a little like GA cancel or something, because what's gonna happen, right? Is this everyone's gonna focus on Genji, right? Because Genji's like 1 HP, he's just got nano, okay? They're all gonna be focusing him. This is like where your game sense comes in, right? This gives us a chance to just do a little GA cancel, and then what's it called? Try and help the Genji with like your beams and stuff, and then you can maybe like, you know, use once get another GA to get out. But we would need to like just do GA cancel this kind of like here basically, just to help, you know, help this Genji, and then go back. All right. Because I feel like you GA like to go and help him, and then obviously he ends up like going into the cover. So really good decision making to go back, but we could have definitely maybe done a little GA cancel here. All right, but we keep going. Nice. Love how you managed to, you know, to get him. Really nice. Just a really good Bastional. Nice. I'm just unfortunate. It's a really, really good Bastional basically that ends up obviously picking everyone off. And then we always end up dying, which is fair enough. Is what it is. We go again. Obviously, we'll just wait for the reset, which is completely fine. That's like your team note that your Valk's ready as well. So it's a really good habit to get. Let's push it forward. Lovely damage boost while it's antied. I love how you did not put the healing beam on at 1 second. Really nice. Just same thing again, okay? Ana can heal right now because Ana has like that really long range healing, and also it's her job to kind of like, you know, heal up the Rhine basically. I would rather you took this opportunity to either like push up with your Genji or like get ready to push up with your Bastion basically. But we should be kind of like thinking to ourselves, who is going to be doing the damage? It's going to be Genji. So make sure that we're, you know, pushing up to kind of like be with him right now. Because that means we could be kind of like in, it means we will be ready to go with a blade. Do you see how he ends up kind of going for this blade is completely by himself because we're kind of like just stood AFK, kind of like playing around here. I get nervous pushing up in close-up areas, but it's fine, right? Let me play as you. Let me play as you. I'm gonna be you. This is fine. Okay. This is me. So I'm going to heal up the Bastion while I'm GAing because Ana can heal Rhine. They're all going to be main, trying to shoot the what's it called? Trying to shoot the Rhine. So go forward. All you have to do is play what I like to call 1 step back. What I mean by this is you have to think, okay, if Genji starts to get weak or if Genji starts, you know, to get a bit panics, where is he going to go? He's going to go into this chokehold where I'm stood. Okay? Now, if that means if that Genji backs off, then we play 1 step back and we back off to here. It basically gives us like really nice piece of cover, and it also means that we are playing. You're technically playing 1 step ahead, but I like to call it 1 step back because you're playing like physically one like kind of step back from them. Okay, if you play wherever they're going to back off to, it gives you like that kind of advantage already, like preemptively, where it's like what's it called? You're not going to take that extra damage, so it is completely fine for you to push up here. So I'll like play here, damage boost. You can push into this room a little bit more now because obviously he like starts going in. So maybe like we sit here and jiggle peek this room. And then we could just GA in. And then maybe do like a little like slingshot up here or something. just to, you know, give ourselves that height and also be able like to help out with this blade. And then we could just chill with this blade basically and just vibe. Alright? So try if you can. Obviously, if you do need to go like push up with these guys, make sure that we're playing that one step back and we're still able, you know, to like help them out. Alright, but we keep going. Let's see, has it fallen? Nice res. I like that res. Nice heals as well to Ryan. Really nice. Just make sure that we're still looking after this Genji though. We don't want to be rezzing him for him to die just straight away. So I love how, you know, you're trying to help your Ryan right now. But while we're doing so, just make sure that we're still keeping a little bit of an eye on our Genji and flick the beam on too if we need to. Remember, we have what's it called? We have our honor to help the Ryan. I think they fall again. Let me look. Oh no, he gets out. But he ends up getting anti though. Nice. Nice damage boost here. Nice. Nice heals. Just I would follow up with your Genji here because obviously your Genji's okay, no, you win the round. But yeah, you see how like your Genji pushes up once again and then goes to go and help the kill the Torb. We need to be putting up beam onto that, okay? I feel as though, Mr. Sloth, your whole thing is just game sense. If you play this game more and if you learn this game to so much of like a deeper level, you'll easily climb. Like, because you play this game for like a season and a half now? And you're playing like this? Like, that's insane. I'm going to be very honest to you, okay? I've reviewed people that have played this game for like a year, maybe like a little bit longer, or maybe like since the start of Overwatch 2. And they aren't playing as good as you. Okay? You're playing amazingly well for how quickly you picked up this game. Okay? It shows to me that you will be very good at this game, especially playing Mercy. Okay? If you really put your mind into what's called in wanting to learn Mercy more and wanting to get better at Mercy, you will 100% do it and you will fly because you're already like doing this well after like such little time. Alright? It seems like as well you're really listening as well to your GM friend, which honestly I would go back to them and just, you know, say like thank you, because honestly like I can tell so much that you've already had like what's it called what am I saying? You could very much tell basically that another Mercy's like really helped you out here, because it's very obvious to me that you know what you need to do and everything, and it's all just kind of like your own kind of like game sensey stuff now that's all you need to develop on. But so we'll keep going. Oh, so we got Genji. Sorry, Hanzo. That's Hanzo. My quick little piece of advice playing here, by the way, I do not like playing here because especially if someone dives up, it's very easy just to go for you kind of thing. Compared to if you play over here. If you play here, you can damage this to anyone up until about this pillar, which normally people don't stand on anyways. So if we stand here, it means if someone dives us, oh, we just walk away. And then our team's also going to be here, alright? So I would rather you played over this side for this beginning bit. Also, it means we could just like quickly whip out and help the Genji if we need to, and we're still not peeking main at all. Alright, but we keep going. That's not you, that's a Widowmaker. Just make sure we're healing up Honor there. Can you see how like our Honor's like really weak? Make sure that we're still helping her out there. Obviously, it's her fault if I had like some like bad positioning. Let on heal that. Nice. See, Ryan's been quite aggressive, so is your Genji. I like how you're just playing back here, I'm gonna be honest. I struggle with general position across all maps, which you will develop more over time, I'm gonna be honest. Like, for example, if I play Samoa right now, you will see me still struggle in Samoa. And the reason is because I've only played the map like four times now? Yeah, I played them out 4 times, okay? The more you play maps, like for example, I would say I'm really, really good at like King's Row, for example, now, because I played King's Row so many times. I would say I'm really good at Hollywood because I played Hollywood like so many times. But if you look at me like some of the newer maps, for example, like Samoa, like Antarctic as well, I would still struggle tiny bits of like with my positioning. Just because I've not learned the map yet. Once again, it's something that you'll just learn over time. The more you play these maps, the more you will realise and work out where is better for you to position, basically. And yeah, as well, Mercy parkours as well really help with some map knowledge. Because a lot of them will make you parkour like to certain points of the map that you might not even exist. A really good example is Colosseo. I know a lot of people don't I'll show it after this VOD, maybe, outside of the VOD. Like this really like cool spot that you can get on Colosseo. But it's near where the robot kind of stops after the first bit. There's like a little ledge bit where you can like stand on. A lot of people don't know that exists. I'm gonna show it to you all like after this basically because it's a really nice little spot. We'll keep on going. Once again, same thing. Play. I love how you're trying to use this pillar, to use cover. This is so much better cover for you right now because all you have to do is peek one side instead of having to peek both. In which, like here, you can be shot from both sides by this bastion. Here, you can only be shot by one. All right, we'll keep going. Love how you go. Obviously, go and help your Ryan right now. Love how you rotate up to this high ground. Completely fine. I've been looking to rotate back now though. Nice. Nice. Obviously, Genji goes in. That's completely fine. Nice. That's on Genji. Genji went in really aggressive though, I'm gonna be honest. If Ana's losing a tiny... I don't think I registered the Widow yet, which is completely fine. Because I feel like you're still playing in really nice cover with her. And the only times you end up peeking is when she's being dove upon, which is good. It's a really good habit to get into is if the Widow's being dove upon or the Widow's like, being focused basically, then it's an alright time for you to rotate. And the rest of the time, leave it. So you've actually ended up rotating whenever the... Genji's been contested or whether like she's been contested basically. Just a quick thing about this, I would stay up with your Hanzo right now. Ana is really, really safe right now, and she also will start self-regenning. So there's absolutely no rush for you to go and help her right now. You can honestly just stay up like with your Hanzo a tiny bit. Maybe go and help your Ryan as you're doing right now, but we definitely don't need to be dropping to go and help Ana here. We could have stayed up and damage boosted these storm arrows. We'll keep going. Yeah, lovely decision making to go and help get the Hanzo. Nice. He gets nanoed. He's gonna just int in because that's what Ryan's do. I'd look to kind of push up a little bit here. What you can do is you can J yourself to the Ana and kind of like J yourself up here. Obviously he gets antied, but let's say he doesn't get antied, okay? Let's say they don't have an Ana, they just get antied. He's still, just being in like really aggressively. I would rather you Jade yourself to the Ana, maybe like got yourself up onto this high ground, just so you are ready to help him on the just in case. Because right now we're being like, it's good that you're being with this Hanzo right now, but we can still keep the beam onto the Hanzo and just do like a little GA flick up and, like still damage boost him because you're being, can still be on him because you can still GA to people even if you don't have your beam on them. And then it just means you're there and ready on the just in case. Obviously he does get antied, which he's just going to fall. Nice. Nice damage boost to Genji. Quick tip, you cannot damage boost Hanzo's dragon. The only thing you could damage boost about it is the actual arrow itself. Which a lot of the time Hanzos are just not going to want, they just want the dragon itself, and you cannot damage boost the dragon. So while Hanzo's doing his dragon, take it as a really good opportunity to either heal him up or go to damage boost or heal someone else basically. The Ryan was really aggro. He's inted quite a few times, I will be honest. Which I found quite funny. Rotate now. Nice. I would make this a rotation back here though. Because what could happen is the Widow can very easily just grapple up onto you. Like, because I know the Widow's gone to the bridge. But let's say the Widow's gone main, because a lot of Widows will go main. They will grapple up onto here, and then if you land up on here, she's just going to go for you. I would rather you jade yourself back here, and then kind of like assess the situation for a sec before you decide to go and do something. Alright? Nice, make sure you ping that res. Love how your Ryan isn't shielding it anyways. But just to make sure that we're pinging it, we're saying in comms like, hey, I want a res. Let's rewind this. I don't like this Volk. Okay. So, we go back to go res. We go up. Okay. So, the Widow has been pinged. We know where the Widow is. There is a Bastion that's shooting a Ryan shield with a Hog shooting behind him who's antied. A lot's going on. Can we do anything about this? No. Can we res the Hanzo? Yeah, exactly. It's a lost team fight. jump ahead of it. But, yeah, no, exactly. You can't res this because we've just used res. We also can't help Ryan because his anti pushed forward. What's it called? Bastion's obviously gonna like spray him down. He's anti as well. Obviously, we don't know his anti, but you can hear the Bastion kind of like spraying him down, so it's gonna be very unlikely that this Ryan's gonna survive. This is a very lost team fight, and we don't need to Valkyrie whatsoever. All right. So I love how like you're realizing that now though, and you've already like told me even beforehand. Second thing is we're not paying attention to pings. This widow was pinged. Whenever you die, you can ping whoever killed you. So I like to do it with Sombras. I like to do it with tracers. I like to do it with hit scans as well. Like, just kind of like, it's really, really good with hit scans because it gives people like an idea of, hey, this is where the widow is, just so you don't make the exact same mistake as like someone else, kind of thing. So just make sure that we're paying attention to these pings. All right. So we do end up, helping the Genji, which is completely fine. Just once again, be listening out behind us because we know the Arn is there. We end up leaving Genji, which is fine. I feel as though it's the right decision. Next time it's just Arn because obviously you can't get into help Genji, is what it is. He got Zantied. I'd be looking, because right now Ryan's going to be doing nothing. I do know if you could ping after you died. Yeah. I think it's only like a few seconds after. Like, it's like up until you get kind of like the, like the replay of like your death, you can ping whoever like killed you basically. It's really, really handy to do. Quick little thing here. Ryan is going to do nothing because he's just going to stand here with a shield. So I would look to damage boost your Hanzo right now, or like damage boost someone basically, because Ryan's just going to walk back with his shield. So look to damage boost someone here. Look how you wait to obviously, rotate. Really nice. Oh, we get some nano. Just use your honor here to do a little like GA backwards basically, just so we're creating that space because we don't want to be near the hog just in case we get hooked. Ooh, I don't like that res. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this res. The reason is because Ryan is going to be able, like, basically Ryan's going to do nothing for this contest right now because at the time that you've resed it, yeah, exactly, it's very open. The timing as well isn't the best because Ryan can't get onto this payload to go and recontest it. At this point, you just have to reset and just go. I like how you took it over the bridge though, basically, because it was like really, really nice that you took it over the bridge and you tried to use as much cover as you could. But I think definitely we once again try to evaluate in your head whether you need to do this res or not. Alright, but we'll keep going. Nice heals onto Honor. Play that cover type bit more there. Like, I would definitely play the stairs a little bit more up until you hear this Hulk come in. I would have definitely like played the stairs a little bit more here. Fortunate conduit about that is what it is. Back out. Get your honor out. Nice super jump up. I then good to go help your Hanzo. Very, very nice. Do you see how, like, you're using your movement to do other things, not just one singular thing? Because this is kind of like what I saw from you from the beginning and what I was getting at right at the beginning, okay? Can you see how, like, you were, you're helping these guys out and then you use this J in order just to get to your Hanzo? Do you see how, like, we're doing multiple things at the same time? Like, oh, we're healing Honor, but we're also going to go and help Hanzo. I want you to do this more often. This is how you should be playing Mercy. This is really, really great, alright? Nice. Just make sure as we're doing this, we're looking down at our Ryan on the just in case. So, for example, you can see Hanzo's health bar on your screen. And also, who's he going to die to? He's going to die to like a one-shot, okay? That means you could just spend your entire time not even looking at him. Like, you can just chill and just, honestly, look at someone else right now. Alright? Genji's obviously calling for Blade. We just use Nano, so it's our job to go and follow up on it. Nice heals here. Nice. Nice damage boost here as well. Really, really nice. I'd follow up with these guys more now because what's happened is they pushed up. We can actually use our GA here to get up onto this high ground and then go and help these guys maybe. Like jiggle peek it like this on this high ground. You can also play inside of here if you want to, but obviously you have to be careful of the hog like hooking us and stuff. Tunnel vision by downfall. I feel as though there has been a few times where you have been a tiny bit tunnel vision. Remember, you are so open to be able to look around as Mercy. Ooh. Don't let that position him. We could have just stayed very back here. Hanzo's currently contesting court. We don't need to do it as well. And we also cannot res Ryan here. Like, Ryan is, like, once again, very out in the open. Okay, we don't need to res there. Genji hasn't fallen as well, is what it is. We just need back out. Nice rotation back. We could have used a GA buddy hop there, by the way. That's a really good time that we could have used it. Love it how we're using enough people to get out. I'm afraid I played too aggressive as well as too passive. I don't think you've been too aggressive at all. I actually think you've been more passive than aggressive, in my opinion. Like, I feel as though you've got the right amount of aggressiveness when you need the aggressiveness. And there's been a few times where we could have had more aggressiveness. I don't think you're being too aggressive at all. I feel as though, especially with good movement, which you'll develop over time, you could play a lot more aggressive here. Big thing though, right now, why are we Valking? Because I feel like we're using the Valk right now to avoid the Bastional, which I'm going to give you a really big tip about Bastional. If we're using its pop, because I feel as though we're using its pop Bastional, which it was. Okay, really good tip. Don't GA. Like, what happens is Bastion will fire free shots down, and he will basically look to see people who have used their movement abilities. Like, for example, if Genji's used dash, if Hanzo's used his like little jump dash, if you've used your GA and want to keep honor up, you will not be able to keep honor up. And if honor dies, so what? You have a res. Like, you can very easily res your honor. Like, all you have to do is, as soon as you know all three of them are gone down, you can go and res, okay? So my biggest piece of advice to you, you see how like you're playing very split? Really good starting thing, really, really good. Obviously, play very split from your team on the just in case it either goes for you or goes for your team. The second thing is to save your GA. If you can bait out maybe 2 or 3 like shots going down onto you, use your GA at that point and then get yourself away, okay? Other things I suppose, obviously, you can kind of like bait out by GAing and then quickly changing direction when you see it. But that takes a bit more like reaction time. So I think my main thing is mainly just honestly save your GA until you wait for that Bastional to go down, okay? Because if Honors go down to Bastional because she's very, very stationary, is what it is. If Hanzo and Genji die, then it's just they either don't have the cooldowns or they've just used them, in which case that's their fault, okay? But it's going to be very, very hard for you to be able to keep up your honor right now. But remember, you have a res, and as long as Ryan is doing, as long as he's doing okay, you can go for this res. All right, I'm gonna look to see what you do. Literally, my point just proven exactly. Do you see how like even if you pop this Valk, honor's just not survived? You know how I was saying, I think this was in the last VOD, I was talking about Blizzard, and about how we should never ever pop Valk for Blizzard. Exact same thing here for Bastional. We should very rarely be popping our ult for Bastional, because whoever it hits, it's just going to kill them off anyways, okay? So it's you popping Valk to go and try and help them is not going to help them. Alright, so just obviously bear that in mind for next time. Obviously, because I'd rather you... Okay, I like how you want to go for this res, don't be wrong, but I'd rather you backed out here now. The reason is because this hog has whole hog and he's nanoed, so he's essentially just going to go straight for you for this res. I like your idea of like wanting to go behind the pillar, don't get me wrong, but I feel as though we should definitely backed out here, which you do now, which is really, really great. Love your positioning, you know, like blocking off the hog, really, really nice. Nice damage boost. Nice heals. Unfortunate, it gets picked off. Nice. Love how you stop the GA as well. Really nice heals. Really, really nice positioning here. Nice. So get the Glock out. Very, very nice. Really good decision making there, Mr Sloth. That was really, really great. That was really, really great. We'll keep going. Obviously, we have to wait for the team to come in now. Okay. At this point, okay, have you been told, has your little GM friend told you about ult tracking? Or like how to track ultimates? Because this is what you should be doing in kind of like this off time. Yeah, but not a whole lot. Okay. Quick little rundown of how I like to ult track, okay? After a team fight has happened, think to yourself, okay, what ultimates have they used? Because that will give you a really helpful insight into what will be coming up. So you focus mainly on teaching me tech and movement, which is good because that's a really good starting point. I feel as though you've maximized that now and you're doing really well. So now I'm going to talk to you more about the game sensey kind of stuff, okay? So, after a team fight's finished, I want you to think to yourself and think, okay, who's used their ultimates? Well, we know Whole Hog happened, and it was nanoed. We also know they used Bastional as well, because obviously we put Valk for it, okay? That means now we have to think in our head, okay, they might have Valk and they might have Size, okay? Now, obviously, look at the percentages, they don't, what's it called? They don't actually have it. But it's really good habit just to think of and think to yourself, okay, that's what they've used. Another really good thing as well is to think, okay, what have they not used in a while? Like, for example, let's say they haven't used Nano in a while. They might be waiting to pair that up with something, in which case it might be a blade, in which case it might be a visor and stuff like that, okay? That means you can then preemptive what's going to happen. If, for example, if you know they're going to have, let's say a nano visor, okay? If you know they're going to have a nano visor, you are instantly already going to play in as much hard cover and safety as possible. And just making sure that you know kind of like where they're wanting to come and like push from, and you're already out like, you know, like playing in that safety, playing in that cover. Because if you could be, once again, if you can be this is one step ahead instead of one step behind, but like if you, once again, if you could play one step ahead, you are already way smarter than what they're thinking of, okay? So just honestly, a really quick and easy like way just to be able to ult track is think to yourself, what did they use? What are they going to have next? Alright, just a really like little quick and easy thing for you. But anyways, we'll keep going. I just wanted to add that in because I don't know whether you've been like, you know, spoken to about that basically. We're peeking this window right now. We could, honestly, we don't need to be here. We could just stand on these stairs. Reaper will Wraith back out. What happens with Reapers, right? Reapers will... Sorry, I know this is probably a lot of information for you, but hopefully, like, when you go back to, like, to rewatch this, hopefully it'll, like, make a little bit more sense and stuff, right? Reapers will use their TP to get in. They will like, shoot whatever, do the thing. And then they will use their Wraith, you know, like the little ghosty form. They will Wraith out. That is how a lot of Reapers play. So you don't need to be kind of pushing up to try and help the Reaper, because the Reaper will back out when he wants to. Very much the same with like a Ball. Very much the same with like kind of like anyone that takes these like flanks and stuff like that. Like Tracer, for example. They will either go to health packs or they will go to you for healing. Okay, if they're wanting healing and they're like 10 feet into the backline and they have no moves abilities, that's not on you, that's on them. Okay, so just wait for them to come back to you to try and help, because it feels like right now you're kind of like playing here because A, you want to help this Genji, but also B, you want to be kind of helping this Reaper. Let Reaper do his own thing. You play over here. You play on the stairs, because the stairs are a very, very nice piece of cover here. Damage Mr. Genji, who's going to, try and like deflect a shot from this Widowmaker. And you could just play back here up until obviously the team start pushing in, then you'll have to like rotate and stuff. But just play here. Alright, we'll keep going. Nice heals. Once again, we're still playing out this... Very, very nice. Love how you register now that the Widow's there, and then we rotate. Just, once again, it's another like preemptive thing. When you play this game more, you'll realize where people are going to be peeking from. I'm so slow. No, it's not that you're slow. Absolutely not. Your reaction time's good. And I love how, like, you take that moment just to make that decision and go back. Really nice, okay? It's not actually that you're slow. It's actually that you don't have the game knowledge. That's all it is. You don't realize that's where Widowmakers normally stand. Just a quick tip, Widowmakers stand there a lot. Widowmakers will stand up on this high ground, even those two archers there or the other two archers at the side, okay? So, how can we preempt that? Oh, well, we can play out of that LOS. We can play, on the stairs and stuff like that, okay? It's not at all you being slow. It's actually your game knowledge and you not understanding where people normally play. So, once again, it's another thing that you'll develop over time. We'll keep going. Obviously, Reaper slept. Nice. Once again, same thing with the archways and stuff. Obviously, Reaper gets picked off. Nice res. Nice. Love how you know where like an escape route is as well. Always really, really good to know is Mercy. Nice. Lovely damage boost here. Nice. Lovely. So Genji is getting picked off. You don't have res. Let them like clean up a little bit more. You can push up like a tiny bit more if you desperately want to. But you don't need to like really, really aggressive. I no idea how I'm not dying to Widow. Because Widows at this rank will not have like massively good aim, if you get me. Like, they're not gonna be hitting like consistent headshots as soon as you peak. Like what will happen when you get higher up in the ranks and stuff. Because when you obviously get to like Masters and GM, they'll be hitting them headshots like every single time kind of thing. So, you know, like, I feel as though you're getting away with this just purely because the Widow doesn't have good aim. But we'll keep going. Obviously, Reaper's gonna TP back. We need to obviously look to, you know, TP back now. Nice use of cover here. Once again, I'd use your honor to get into this piece of cover, just so you're you're like already in the cover for when they start pushing in again in a sec. Which is exactly what you do now, which is really great. Love how you're not peeking this Widow. Okay, quick thing we can do here is what is called a wall bounce. What you can do is you can get your beam onto your Rhine, and then you just J into the wall. And then what you can do is you can kind of like quickly flick your camera and then press your jump. And what it'll do is it will kind of like, basically what it'll do is it will J you to the Rhine into the wall. It'll help you build up some more momentum, and then you just press jump, and then pew, you'll just kind of like slingshot away basically. You can do this with floors, you can do this with like walls, you can do this like basically with anything, okay? You can like do a nice little like wall bounce. It means that you can cross over this cover really nicely, while obviously, you know, being in cover, and then it means that you can you can then go back around to go and help these guys, alright? It's a really, really like useful piece of tech. Because I feel so at the moment like you feel very stuck. And then you end up popping the valve because, you know, you don't have that movement. Which is completely fine because you're using kind of like the skills with what you've got. So I like that decision making from you. Just make sure you can still do that. Nice. Nice. Just obviously, once again, be careful of the Widow. Nice. Reaper's TV'd onto it, so now we can, you know, do other stuff. Nice res. Your Reaper just catches emoting as he does. And I feel so that I'm not such at this point. I feel this is a nice little win for you. So, overall, Mr Sloth, okay? I am extremely impressed with your gameplay. Extremely. It shows that if you put your mind to it, no matter how new you are to this game, you can be good at Mercy. If you're willing to take on advice and you're willing to put in the work like you have done with your obviously with your GM friend, you can already play like that after that such little time. Insane. You are not gold at all. I would say diamond already. Maybe polish up on some of that movement a tiny bit more. Diamond. Then all we need to do now is we need to now work on that game sense, which once again, unfortunately, comes with time. But if you continue to like, you know, like take tips and stuff like that and learn like other bits and pieces and stuff, it will come obviously quicker and stuff like that. Obviously, the more you play as well, the more it will come, okay? Biggest thing is game sense, Mr. Sloth, okay, honestly. But definitely keep going as you are, okay? Start learning some more tech, for example. Like, you know, I think if you want like some really good advice from me, okay, you have two, in fact, no, you have a lot more actually than two, but I would say mainly you have, okay, I'm gonna say three, okay? You have your GM friend, and I want you to kind of keep working on your, you know, like your movement and general kind of Mercy-ish stuff, okay? Yes, as you should, Ellie. I love Ellie, man. Love Ellie. Yeah, main thing, okay, with your GM friend, okay? I want you to be with them and work more on the Mercy tech itself, okay? I want you to have them to help you with that. Next thing with me, I want you, if you have any questions about the game itself, or you have any questions about specific maps, if you have any questions about certain characters or what you can damage boost, or like very much game sensey stuff, ult tracking, like that kind of example, come to me. Last thing is you have my community. I have, for example, like right now I'm looking at this chat, I have 3 Mercies right now that are in top 500. Okay? All of them are as well more than happy to help with any questions that you might have, because they will as well like be able to help you out, okay? You have so many resources right now, and I'm saying this to you right now because I feel like learn the game some more. You're GM. 100%. And I mean that very, very, very like, yeah. I don't know. I was trying to think of a way to end that sentence, and I couldn't. But yeah, Mr. Sloth, obviously, I'm blown away. I'm gonna be honest. Just keep playing. That's my one takeaway for you. Keep playing. because I can't really give you like a set alone thing because there's little things for everything kind of thing, but it's because you're so new. So just keep playing. Come back to me when you have another VOD in like a month's time, and I'll probably be able to talk to you a lot more about specifics. But right now it's just playing more and ask questions. Actually, that's my other thing. Okay, ask questions. If you want to what's called, if you like have any questions, if you're struggling at anything, or if you don't know what something does, ask the question. All right. But apart from that, Mr. Sloth, obviously, please ask me. As I just said, ask me if I had more questions. But once again, thank you so much to everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch that have been watching this. You guys can get your own VOD views. You have five. What? I don't know what I'm saying. It's tight. Listen, it's been a long day. You guys can get your own VOD views. They have 5,000 channel points. I do the Bobby Switch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye.